A diplomatic fault line splits open between Washington and Abuja. The US threatens sanctions and hints at something far more severe. Nigeria races to steady the crisis as Trump's warnings escalate. A showdown looms, and the stakes are rising fast. The United States is weighing new pressure on Nigeria to improve protections for Christian communities and strengthen religious freedom. The proposal, under review at the State Department, includes possible sanctions, expanded intelligence cooperation, and Pentagon engagement on counter-terrorism. Jonathan Pratt, the senior official leading the Bureau of African Affairs, told lawmakers that Washington is assessing how US security assistance is being used and what changes might better safeguard vulnerable groups.
Nigeria is a key regional partner, Africa's largest democracy and most populous nation, with whom we share economic and security interests. It is in the United States' interest to work with the Nigerian government on a plan of action to strengthen security for at-risk Christian communities and Nigerians of all faiths whose ability to practice their faith is put in jeopardy by endemic violence and terrorism. We welcome Nigeria's willingness to cooperate following the CPC designation. We look forward to seeing these commitments put into action. The Trump administration is developing a plan to incentivize and compel the Nigerian government to better protect Christian communities and improve religious freedom. This plan will consider U.S. state and Treasury engagement on sanctions, as well as possible Department of War engagement on counterterrorism and other efforts to protect religious communities.
The review follows President Trump's decision to restore Nigeria to the countries of particular concern list and his warning that military action could be considered if violence against Christians continues. Nigeria disputes the framing, saying insecurity stems from overlapping communal conflicts and the long-running Boko Haram insurgency, which has killed Muslims and Christians alike. In response to US pressure, President Bola Tinubu has dispatched a high-level delegation to Washington for meetings with senior defense and diplomatic officials as both sides navigate a mounting policy rift. Meanwhile, Nigerian security officials are in Washington after Trump warned of possible US military action over attacks on Christians. The high-level delegation is meeting senior defense and State Department leaders as both governments navigate rising tensions over religious violence and security cooperation. A senior State Department official, while speaking to the CNN, said,
"We're committed to having those frank conversations with Nigerian officials.
A growing debate is unfolding over President Donald Trump's warning that the United States could take military action in Nigeria, a move he links to protecting Christian communities. In a post on his Truth Social account, Donald Trump argued that Christians face an existential threat, though analysts note that armed groups in Nigeria attack Muslims and Christians alike. Scrutiny has intensified after Trump-aligned advisors floated the idea of establishing a US military base in Port Harcourt, a city 1,370 kilometers away from Boko Haram's northern strongholds but central to Nigeria's oil economy. The suggestion has prompted questions about whether Washington's interests extend beyond security concerns. Nigeria's reserves of oil, lithium, cobalt, and other strategic minerals add further context as the United States seeks reliable access to critical resources amid global competition. For many observers, the conversation reflects not only Nigeria's complex security landscape, but also the broader strategic calculations shaping US policy.